Nobody ever wrote these recipes down. They lived in the hands of Black women who made them from memory, passed from one generation to the next. And when those women were gone, a lot of it went with them. I spent a good while tracking down 20 of these desserts before they slip away for good. Number 20. Lane cake. Emma Rolander Lane came up with this cake in Clayton, Alabama, back in the 1890s. It's a lot of work. You've got a bourbon-soaked filling, coconut, pecans, and sometimes cherries folded in. Harper Lee even wrote it into To Kill a Mockingbird. But long before that book came out, it was Black cooks across the South actually making the thing for white families' tables and for their own when there was enough left over. Number 19. Tea cakes. A tea cake sits somewhere between a cake and a cookie, and every family swore their version was the only one that got it right. Polly Ann Jackson out of Tyler, Texas, sold hers off the porch for decades. She never put up a sign or ran an ad. People just knew where to go. Number 18. Fried peanut butter balls. George Washington Carver spent his whole life finding new uses for the peanut, and this is one of the sweeter ones. You take peanut butter and a little sugar, roll it, and fry it until the outside goes crisp. It's about as easy as dessert gets, and hardly anybody makes them now. Number 17. Benne wafers. The word Benne comes straight out of West Africa, from the Wolof word for sesame. Enslaved Africans carried the seed with them, and it never left southern kitchens after that. You toast the sesame and work it into a thin, crackly wafer, and that's really all there is to it. Not much to look at for something carrying that much history. Number 16. Calas. These are rice fritters, deep fried and dusted with sugar, sold hot off the trays of New Orleans street vendors, and most of those vendors were Black women. For some of them, the money did more than pay the bills. They were buying their own freedom, one batch at a time. Number 15. Caramel cake. This is the one my grandmother made. The reason so few people get it right anymore comes down to the glaze, which sets in under 2 minutes. You pour, you spread, and you're done. Because wait too long and it hardens into sugar glass right there on the counter. It takes a steady hand and quick timing, which is probably why it's slowly disappearing. Number 14. Coconut layer cake. Coconut wasn't cheap or easy to come by in the rural South, so this cake only showed up for weddings, funerals, and the biggest days of the year. You made it once a year if you were lucky, never just because it was a Tuesday. Number 13. Sweet potato pie. Ora Lee Johnson out of Memphis made 11 of these every Thanksgiving, none of them for sale. 11 pies, one woman, one kitchen, all of it done from memory, because she'd made them so many times her hands knew the recipe better than any card ever could. Number 12. Pecan Pie. Hattie Mae Benson sold pies off her front porch in Selma for 14 years running. She had no storefront and no business license, just word of mouth and a porch that always smelled like butter and pecans. Number 11. Vinegar Pie. Vinegar Pie came out of the Depression when there were no lemons around and no money to buy them anyway. What people did have was vinegar and sugar in the pantry, and somebody worked out you could fake a lemon pie close enough that nobody at the table complained. Number 10. Lemon Icebox Pie. Jonita Solomon Miller used to put it plainly. You didn't need an oven for this one, just an icebox and a little patience. There's no baking involved at all. You mix it, chill it, and wait. Number 9. Chess pie. Nobody really agrees on where the name came from. One story says it's just pie, said in a southern accent until the words wore down. Another says it kept well enough to sit in a pie chest for days at a time. Whichever it is, it's one of the oldest pies in the Southern Black kitchen. Number 8. Divinity candy. Divinity candy simply will not set on a humid day, so getting it right meant checking the weather before you even cracked an egg. That's not the kind of thing you'll find written on a recipe card. You learn it by making it 50 times and ruining it on maybe 20 of those tries. Number 7. Blackberry cobbler. Whole families would head out to pick wild blackberries together, kids and all, coming back with scratched up arms and hands stained purple. The berries went from the bramble to the oven that same afternoon. Number 6. Rice pudding. This one got built out of almost nothing. Leftover rice, a little milk, a little sugar. About 30 cents worth of ingredients stretched into dessert for the whole table, which tells you as much about the times as it does about the pudding. Number 5. Peach preserves cake. Canning peaches in July was how you got cake in December. People spent whole summers putting up preserves just so there'd be something sweet on the table in the dead of winter. Number 4. Fried persimmon dumplings. You had to know the exact moment a persimmon was ready, because picking it too early will pucker your whole mouth up. Nobody learned that from a book. Grandmothers taught it by pointing at the tree and telling you to wait. Number 3. Sock it to me cake. The name comes straight off a 1960s TV catchphrase. Somebody heard it on the television, got a laugh out of it, and stuck it on their cake. Little details like that are exactly what cookbooks tend to leave out. Number 2. Red velvet cake, the original version. Forget the bright red version you've had at the bakery. The original wasn't neon at all. It came out a deep, almost brownish red, and that color came from cocoa reacting with buttermilk and vinegar. No food coloring anywhere in it. The red carried meaning on its own too, tied to celebration, protection, and life. The cake stood for something long before anyone cared whether it looked pretty. Number 1. Sweet potato pone. This one started out as food handed to enslaved people, for the simple reason that sweet potatoes were cheap and there were plenty of them. Black cooks took that and turned it into something people will now drive across a state to eat. If you want the whole story in a single dish, it's right here. Given almost nothing, and making something out of it that people still remember. So that's 20 desserts. A few of them you can still track down if you know where to look. Others only live on now in somebody's memory, or on a stained index card shoved in the back of a kitchen drawer. If your grandmother or your mother or your aunt made something like this, something that never got written down anywhere, go ask them about it. Do it this week while you still can, because someday has a way of running out sooner than you'd think. And tell me in the comments which one your family made. I read every single one.